calling all angels, calling all peoples, calling all of you who are in the cave, in the cocoon, kind of hiding out, resting, nurturing yourself, self-care, self-awareness, stepping into your mysteries, remembering your divinity, allowing the known and the unknown to come forward for you. These are the days the stories will tell, the unfolding of the pandemic, when we went from the outside in. Where do you stand as this corona, the light, the radiant ones, the auric field gets expanded and enhanced during these sacred times? Where do you stand? Where will you land? Wow. Well, I am Joan of Angels, and you are live with me in the sanctuary of Joan of Angels, where we paint divine beings, spirit guides, angelic ones, departed loved ones, and those beings that are really here to help us step into our mastery or step into our higher self, our higher vibrational awareness, and our higher self. And so that's what we do here in the sanctuary. And I'm so excited to see you here. Just want to welcome you and check where I am, of course, on Facebook. Now, I can't see any of you, but I see kind of that you're here. So thank you. Good. And I can hear my voice. I see it's not showing up on my browser. I may or may not see your comments. In fact, actually, yes, help me out. Okay, Suzanne, thank you. It's just not showing on my other screen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Share me out with your friends. And I hope you like that introduction, because that came straight from the guides, mon chéri. And they have so many messages for each and every one of us, for Casey, for Suzanne, for Mariana, and for any of those who I can't see, but welcome. So, first of all, we have two things to suggest that will help us get in the groove. All right. Number one, after I say thank you for showing up, so I'm not alone. But number one, where are you sanctuarying in or pandemicing in? Like where are you physically, your physical body? And number two, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being I'm really in alignment, I'm together, I'm focused, my energy is really good, with 10 being amazing, with 1 or 2 being it's on this side. Where are you? So just do a number, just do +1, +10, +8, whatever reflects you. And why do I ask you to do that? Because the more you interact with me, the more I can feel your energy, and the more that I directly channel from the angels and guides to you, through me to you. And that is really the exciting part for me. So today they suggested I come online to remind us that we're kind of midway, 2/3 of the way through this tunnel. And the tunnel is what they show me as a tunnel of, it's not really a tunnel of darkness, but when we're in it, it feels that way. It can feel all encompassing. But the tunnel does have a beginning, which was the day before the doors closed, say, or the day before the spread. You know, we can all label the day differently for ourselves. In fact, the day that I knew that there was something really serious coming was the day that I was supposed to start and take a creative project at the Miracle Springs Resort down the street. And just as the owner was about to really sign a contract with me to provide miracle services, on doing miracles at the Miracle with his clients, with the guests at the hotel, the news came in that we were shutting the country down. And on that very day, it was literally like I saw the big check I was to receive getting torn up energetically and slightly physically, and that whole dream of miracles at the Miracle literally was being ripped up in front of my eyes. And that framed the beginning of the pandemic. So we all have a story of how we went into this tunnel, okay? Then we are in the tunnel, we're in this cocoon. It gets darker and darker sometimes until we see our way clear. And then as we move through that tunnel, coming out into the light. So I see you've all shared with me your energetic frequency right now. So if you're on a scale of 1 to 10, where are you feeling on a scale of 1 to 10? So going through this from the beginning, through the tunnel, and then seeing the light. Now, Corona means light. Corona means being one of the radiant ones. All right, listen, if I had my druthers, you'd see all this light coming. Oh, look, the light. All right, thank you, God. Light it up for me. Light it up right behind me so you can see it, right? Yeah, if I had my druthers, I'd be one of the coronaed ones. Corona, guys, means aura, crown, and radiance. Okay, that's the true irony and the healing that is going on. Okay, I can finally see you on my screen. Thank you, Suzanne. You're about a 7 to 8. Good to know where we are, because we can join energetically. So anyone else want to put your energy in? Hello, Bill. Hi, sweetheart. I'm so happy to see you. Welcome. So we go through that tunnel and we get to the other side, and there is light, and we go through our own process. Thank you, God, for these processes that each of us has that may help us have that wisdom to go through it with sanity and not get lost in the distractions of it, of the news, of the media, of what they call the fear porn, of the attacks on your energy, of the real concerns, the true concerns of a virus. Now, again, who in the heck named this virus? Because the virus itself means light and radiant ones. And then I have a laugh inside. Did anyone else lose my sign? Hi, Angeles. Hi, Debbie. So I laugh inside when I think of this virus that's so terrifying most of the world. But in my consciousness, I know that this is what it's doing. As we are being exposed to it, it is actually putting radiance into our DNA. It is activating, awakening, energizing, and strengthening our DNA to a new level of light, of ascension, of awareness. So guys, I woke up today really feeling like, oh my God, this is a cocoon. And I had one of my favorite clients on the Zoom, and it's like we were really still half asleep, cocooning, and kind of feeling into where the energies are. Where are your energies now? And so I pulled a card, and I go very deep inside, guys. I love being a channel. It's my life's work. I channel whether you invite me in or not. We do better when you invite me in, of course. And I just want to welcome everything. And yeah, Bill, of course you'd be in a mystical time. And we're in a mystical time because the planet is silent, all right? The planet has a bit of silence all around us. So when I walk here in the desert, then it's purely silent. And the skies are clearing, and the sounds are clearing. There's more birds, more, even the plants and the trees are sort of a little bit more vibrant. So we're noticing this in the world around us. And welcome, Molly. So today I pulled a card. I pulled it within that session I was doing, and it's really true. And I'm going to read you parts of it. And it is the basis of today, the beginning of today. So bear. I pulled the bear card in this very powerful, powerful deck. And the first thing that it says is bear. Invite me into the cave where the silence surrounds the answers you gave. I think I'll put it on the other side of me and read it again. Welcome, Kevin. You've been so much on my mind, honey. So, Bear, invite me into the cave where silence surrounds the answers you gave. And so Bear is one of the wisdom cards. They invite you. The strength of Bear medicine is the power of integration. Very important. We integrate now. We integrate where we were the day of. We integrate the beginning of going into the cocoon or the cave. And now we want to integrate our emerging. What have we learned? What have we gained? What have we lost? Okay? Probably best starting with what have we lost? Okay? What did we have to let go of? What parts of our skin did we have to shed? Okay? Where did we have to release? And so that's a very important part in integration, is to understand what you are letting go of first. So as I said, I had a little trauma. Energetically, I saw all, this future energy of miracles being ripped up and like thrown out into the universe. My 3D expectation, want, and need. So where were you? In a sense, that's our start point. Excuse me. That's our starting point. So you consider that the beginning. Now, it's not like you didn't know, okay, but there was a beginning and through it. And so what stories do you tell? So my very, very dear friends, and you can check them out, Portal to Ascension, they're very public. Soul, half of her story with the pandemic was her search for toilet paper, okay? Because everywhere she went, it was being withheld from her. Now, I'll tell you, I'm glad that that's not my story, but my story has that the crown fell off my tooth. So I'm running around my little crown. How do I put this one on? And being my own dentist. So you all have stories. Feel free to share some of your stories with me, because some of them are funny, sad, funny. They're the things that we're going to remember, and the things that light the way for our lessons and how we learn. Okay. Magda, welcome, honey. Millie, welcome. And one of the most beautiful things, and my darling cousin Sheila, mwah, loving all of you. But one of the greatest things I've learned, okay, is to turn, I can't even, it's like matzah into matzah balls, okay? Meat into meatloaf. And I'm a vegetarian, but taking what I'm given and turning it into juice and turning it into the substance of who we are and what we're here for. So having been through that shadow where it hurt and there was sorrow and sadness and, oh my God, look what's happening to the planet. Will our economy recover? Will my friends recover? Will I recover? Will my everything recover, right? And now we can sit still for a moment, okay? Because know that this is the dark has come this, and we are seriously on the other side of that curve. And I believe it in the bottom of my heart. And how quickly you emerge is going to be up to your higher self and you, and how confident you feel. So this morning, I really had a little bit of epiphany, because I have to decide whether to allow people in the sanctuary or not. And I wasn't going to, until I really got this message that actually the key to freedom is my personal inoculation. So now follow the thread. Corona means light, aura, energy, light at the end of the tunnel. If it goes viral around the world, we spread light through the world. And the whole purpose is that almost when you're exposed, it changes your DNA and activates you so you can get into the flow of this light to go around the world. That is brilliant. Say yes if you thought that was brilliant. I thought that was brilliant. It's not me, but it really feels like the truth. And if that is the truth, Then I had this amazing experience. Rather than being frightened of everyone, holy moly, if I'm exposed, because I have vitality in my body. And by the way, I'm taking certain herbs and tinctures, which I highly recommend, but I know my own health and wellness. So if I'm exposed, then my energy, my DNA is activated. Holy moly. And wow, macaroni cheese. Do you understand? Wow. If I'm inoculated inside, and I don't mean from a vaccination, guys, because that's going to suppress your immune system. I mean today. If by some chance you have breathed in this light, which comes in the form of coronavirus, but does it come in other forms? Aha, perhaps it does. If we breathe it in and we're not afraid and we say, okay, and make sure we're protected, then we're going to emerge from the darkness into the light. And I no longer have to be afraid of hugging you, or that God forbid you should hug me. Or actually, maybe I don't have to go that far, but being aware that my body is getting strengthened now. Now, I don't know if you followed that, but that is what my guides are showing me as we speak. I had no idea this is what we're going to talk about, except that it's about integration. So we are now integrating, all right? Surviving a pandemic in Chicago, yes. Yes, pack field boxes, my love, and sing songs of freedom of your soul. What is happening now for you, love, Amanda, is that you're going to get an experience of the joy of community, rebirth, service, and the hearts coming together in oneness that will have your heart singing and your soul singing and crying simultaneously for that joy of restoration that comes, okay? If my screen is out of sorts, if my voice is out of sorts, well, I have to tell you that most likely I'm in an interdimensional portal and the wind is howling. And we have a storm outside. And so I am lucky that I am here with you. Also, this is new information. I'm not sure I've heard this from any teacher yet. So let's see. How can we get my screen back? Sometimes I can reboot. Okay, perfect. Now, isn't that interesting, Angela? You're saying I'm back. Well, I'm back. And that's how I feel day to day, too. Okay? Like this morning, I was funky. I had a slow wake up. I think I worked out last night in the higher realm so intensely that when I woke up, it took me a long time to go from my own dark to light. I'm on, I'm off. Hopefully I'm on more than I'm off. Now, what's my key? So our beautiful friend up here says she's going to go out and pack food and sing and be in harmony. Well, I threw the singing in. Be in harmony with her community. Experience that conscious community now. That's one of our new takeaways. The joy that there is in our connection heart to heart with our fellow people, even without that sense of touch, but the heart touch. And energetically, that's going to raise our vibration, believe it or not. Okay? And so Millie is saying a friend came to bring her something and she sprayed herself down before hugging me and made me cry. Yes. And a friend showed up at my house last week to help me out. And she told me that she had just hugged her chiropractor the day before. And I cried, but I cried a bit from fear. Today I could cry, everyone has their own opening to how close we want to get. And I respect all. But I am telling you that we're going to be closer and closer again. And the closer could come from the intimacy of what Amanda is doing of packing food in a baseball field next week with other fellow humans who are going to cry and laugh at the same time because the joy of coming back together, the joy of reigniting in the light is going to move them to tears because already I want to be there with you, Amanda. And please take videos of that for all of us, okay, for all of us so we can experience a rebirth everywhere. We have an opportunity for rebirth. Well, I don't even know if Bear said that. Oh, yeah, well, Bear would tell me that, because what does he say? They go into the cave, but they come out in the springtime. And Lord knows it is spring, and I am ready for the spring. Okay, and I'm ready to be lit on fire. Activate my DNA, Lord knows. Go ahead, activate it, activate yours, so that you can now be a being of light who can walk in the light. Walk in the light, okay? So Amanda, there you have it. And there's Mike and Carol. So happy to see you. And so what's another joy of the pandemic? Well, it pushed me beyond a fear of my own of coming out. All right. Now, some of you know me. You've heard my story 100 times. You know I have this mission. And every time I get ready to come out, there's a little shyness. And Amanda says, yes, Bear said, go Cubs, go. Go Cubs, go. Go Cubs, go. Go Joan. Go Amanda. Go Mike. Go Carol. Go Magda. Whatever that fear is that has kept you from shining your light, because guys, collectively, then we all went in this tunnel together around the world, okay? That means the world needed to experience this darkness, this collective inner realm. Thus, we can start to emerge. So Magda, my answer for you, honey, being in New York City, and it's a great question. How soon? Because I feel like eternity. I live in New York. Okay, so the light begins with you. Repeat with me. The light begins with me. Radiance begins with me. It begins with each of us raising our personal vibratory frequency. Okay, so that once we become part of the higher vibration of light, then we raise the energy of light for feet, thousands of feet, well, I'd like to say miles and miles and miles. Okay, what's my goal? Heck, I can sit here and heal the planet. Wouldn't that be nice? So, honey bunnies, and it's so good to see Denise just showed up. Nice to see you, hun. That's the vision. Raise your light so bright that it turns that night into bright light, turns that dark away, raises the frequency around you. So, and that's probably why my screen is doing its weird thing, okay? Because I'm in an interdimensional portal. Angelise has it. The light begins with me. Repeat it with me. The light begins with me. The light begins with me, because what I realized is that so many of you, and me included, had like a cloth over our light, over our lamp, or over the candle. So a lamp can only be seen. Now, a lamp could be brilliant, but if the shade is dense, the light still appears dense. So it's not just shining your light, number one. It is then taking it away and living the truth of that light. So when I get told to do my lives and I go, oh, like, it's not like I don't know how I have messages, but I have that part of me that goes, they're not going to want to hear from me. Oh my God, are you kidding? And then I have to take that away and go, what is for the highest good? Is this going to help my people, my friends, my new friends? Am I doing it for me? Because if I'm doing it for me, I'll go back in the closet. And then I hear the truth. The truth is that thing in front of me in the light is my ego. My ego. Because I'm not doing it for me. I'm really doing it because this guide spirit inside me says, let our people know that they are healing, that they are going viral. Their light inside is going to go viral. They're being activated. Their DNA is shifting. And that is the truth. And that we are peaked here. Now, the answer to the rest of your question, honey, is that shine your light bright. Understand we are living in the moment, which happens to be every moment is an eternity. Also, in another consciousness of time, we are living several different timelines simultaneously. Meaning, there's a timeline of this pandemic will last for a long time and shut everything down. There's a timeline rather of this pandemic is starting to clear. We can open up slowly. There's I guess the one I've opened today, or the one is we're never opening. Which timeline are you choosing? And start to visualize. In fact, we can all do this together. This is very sacred work, guys. I am getting ready to start teaching some classes, and I hope you follow me and join me for those. But in understanding the sacred work, we can actually open and align these timelines so that the timeline that's for the highest good of the planet now is the one that evolves. So Magda, you can start with New York City, okay, or New York, the state of New York, and visualize it being lifted. Visualize first yourself in a just a tube of light, please, a pillar of light, and each of you, wherever you are, imagine yourself in that pillar of light. Send your roots down to the center of the earth and your antenna up here. You're in that pillar of light. Send it down. Good. Now you can strengthen that. First of all, you can receive energy in your crown chakra from the skies. Okay? Using it to build up your life force. Building up that life force. You can then energetically, I am literally seeing myself, and you all can see this with me. See a series of timelines laid out in front of you, okay? On the right, the last timeline is the timeline to a transformation of the planet, a healing of the planet, okay? To the middle is that it's still half dark and half light, and the one all the way over here, it's really dark, okay? You're still in the darkness. Things are still closed. More and more people are sick. Optional timelines. Now remember, here we are, radiant, 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 standing at the crossroad of all of those timelines. Which timeline do you choose? Hold your brilliant torch in front of each timeline to the one that lights up and has your name. Does that, my love, make sense? Because that is how each of us individually can change the timelines of this planet, of our house, of our street, of our community, of our world. Okay. And here we have a beautiful comment right here from Kevin. Your light in any amount of reflection is enough to make you touch the furthest reaches of the galaxy. And talking about the galaxy, I've been seeing images, and this is crazy, of clusters of lights that are surrounding and flying away from the International Space Station, of which many people are speculating that those are like 50 UFOs here or there, leaving the International Space Station and coming our way. All right. So the strength of the bear medicine lies in introspection. We have done a lot of introspection in the last 30 minutes. We've been going in the cave, looking at it, looking at what made it up and our emergence from it. And it's interesting, it lies in the west of the great medicine wheel. So bear seeks the sweetness of truth within the hollow of an old tree. I think I was in a tree today. And in the winter, and it's wintry outside today, when the ice queen rains, and the face of death is upon the earth, bear enters the womb cave to hibernate. to digest the year's experience. Isn't that just what's happened? Okay. Bear entered the womb cave to hibernate and to digest the year's experience. That's what we've been doing. It is said that our goals reside in the West, and the art to achieve them, the art of introspection is and was necessary. So there you have it. Any other questions, guys? Yeah, I love that. Go, Cubs, go. Go, Bear, go. Go, Amanda, go. Go, Magda, go. Go, Millie, go. Go, Kevin, go. I mean, seriously, guys, I can hear it in my head. Go, Mike. Go, Carol. Go, Magda. Go, 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 go. Because why? Why? Let's not get stuck in the bottom of the cave. So the crystals that chose to be with me for here are some of my selenite ones. They are my Archangel Master energy, and they really have that energy of the portal. So repeat again, the light begins with me. The light begins with me. I am a way shower. I am a way shower. My light shines so bright, it positively impacts all those around me. My light shines so bright, it positively impacts all those around me. I choose the timeline for the highest good of all concerned. I choose the timeline for the highest good of the planet. I choose the timeline that has the best possible outcome to help us emerge into the light, as bright, as light as we can be. All right, so hi, Marlene. So nice to see you. So what's your assignment, guys? Coming out into the light along your own timing. Own timing. But know that we can clear whatever you fear. So I do readings for people. I'm an oracle. It's my thing I do. I just do it. I love to do it. I'm so happy Spirit helps me tune into all of you. And so if you want a reading, I'm just saying by donation only. I'll put a PayPal link. It's by donation for this week too. This weekend, let me know. Why? Because that's my mission in life, to help bring you from the darkness to the light. All right, guys, that's a lot of love for today. You know, I'm on Monday nights at 7 California time, Miracle Monday, and I'll probably be popping up a few times over the weekend. But meanwhile, wisdom and messages from Joan of Angels, shine your light very bright. If you like my work, share it with others. That would help me so much. Write something so I know how you feel, and keep encouraging me so that I can step out to be there for you. Love, love, love from California, from the Sanctuary of Angels. Love you so much.